Hi friends in Planet Earth Dating. It's Sunday, December 27th, 2015. Ra and Luce here in the Lynn-Life, Betty Jean in the Jamie Body Mind, other teammates in other aspects of the physical, a very few of us in the non-physical, and all the rest of us in the physical dimension, and all of us in the subatomic from the perspective of the spirit world viewers. We know our next deadline is New Year's Eve at sunset. We don't yet know what the deadline is for. So it involves digging down to what we don't know yet. We are continuing our work to dig down. As always, our foundational intention is to do what is ours to do right now in all dimensions, to manifest the divine plan. The data clearly showing that a deadline system is needed in order to cause the divine plan to manifest, and that presences, sentient presences, are so stuck in resistance to their soul plan that a collective restart is needed. The deadline for that collective restart has been set by wiser minds above as January 17th, 2017. We intend to do the work as assigned by wiser minds above, to specifications in every moment, and in such a way manifest the divine plan. And with that, the videoed portion of today's effort begins.
How high do we have to reach to come to a presence with enough integrity to actually manifest the divine plan?
That is a fascinating question.
That's true.
What do I know? I know that the last deadline had the assignment as being for us to dig down to truth upon which we could all base our lives.
That's true.
And we did so, and it felt like that was it, and Drillbit insisted, this is it, and she has been proven correct since then. The vibration is truthful, and truth upon which we can build our lives, because it encourages us to live our soul plan. But it does so in a very passive way. It looks like one of the Great Lakes on a calm day. It's
That's
just completely
true.
Calm. It's truth upon which we can base our lives if we ourselves put the oomph into it, if we ourselves are proactive in pursuing our soul plans, if we're going for our destinies like our hair's on fire, this will work.
That's true.
What else do I know? I notice that doesn't seem to be what we need. That doesn't seem to be what the situation calls for. That most of us wish to be carried along with the currents of life.
That's true.
And when there are no currents in a still sea, we tend to sit down and not do anything. And maybe that's what's been going on with these fabulous people like Asha and Glenn and Ratu and many others who are so capable and so wonderful and not stepping up.
That's true.
Consistently and appropriately. I see the keep going hand motion, and therefore what we need to do is dig down, continue digging down at the base of the search for truth pillar through finer and finer, smaller and smaller levels of the subatomic, digging deeper and deeper through the lies that our worlds upon worlds have been built upon.
That's true.
Until we get to an upward flow of truth, what we used to call the fire hose of truth, that comes up with enough power that it itself is providing the proactivity that we seem to lack.
That's true.
Now, if we were only willing to actually be proactive, it would be enough where we are right now. What else do I know? I noticed that our crews seem to be willing to dig down.
That is true, very willing.
More than they are willing to do other things, so this seems to be the path of least resistance right now, and that's okay.
That's true.
That's okay. What's the hold-up? This voice is saying, what's the hold-up? I believe they're referring to the auditions that we've begun, a vibrational process of sorting to find the right crews. And we've begun this 3, 4, 5 times today, and we haven't completed it yet. I don't know what my problem is, but now is a good time to finish this sort. The intentions matter most.
That's true.
We're just sorting for those who most intend to do the work as assigned by wiser minds above to specifications in every moment. And we're pulling those to the center of this sea level zone, which is where the digging down efforts will take place, extending the base of sea level zone.
That's true.
Around that tunnel that drill bit and at first Black Wolf and now Ulysses are creating.
That's true.
Just dig down. And
Dig
Black Wolf
down.
is here again saying, I want to
want
lead.
that job.
And I understand. And we're holding auditions.
That's true.
So you too can audition. Those who most intend to do the work as assigned by wiser minds above to specifications in every moment to the center. And those who least intend to do the work as assigned by wiser minds above to specifications in every moment are being transferred to the decision point at thing one. And
That's
if
true.
those presences who are transferred who least want to do the work as assigned by wiser minds above to specifications in every moment, if they wish to simply ride with the current will take them through the portal
That's
into that
true.
other series of dimensions, which isn't punishment. Many of us have gone back and forth many times.
That's
It's
true.
fine. If they're willing to exert some effort and swim across the current, like swimming cross current to a riptide,
That's true.
they can come back in the Search for Truth pillar and begin again.
That's true.
But they're going to have to exert effort. Either way. Either they'll be carried away, and then we'll eventually have to exert effort to do something.
That's true.
Or they'll exert effort immediately to be carried back here.
That's true.
And if they, I get it, if they aren't willing to exert effort to swim cross current, they're not going to be willing to do the work as assigned by wiser minds above to
That's true.
specifications in every moment, because that takes effort.
That's true.
Effort. Let's just complete
The
this
sort.
sort. Everybody who wants to be part of the digging crew, step forward and we'll sort.
That's true. Everyone's getting sorted, and those who want to be part of the digging crew can
Be part
be
of the
part
digging,
of the digging
crew.
That's true.
There we go. Friends, what we would say to you is don't resist the sort, because that's blocking a helpful bit of information. Let yourself be sorted wherever you're sorted, and then if you find yourself deposited at the decision point, exert the effort then to swim back, and what you'll be coming through is the approach tunnel into the front door of the Search for Truth pillar, which
That's
means
true.
that your energy will be tuned to the priorities, that what matters most are the needs of the greater good. The
That's
needs of the
true.
greater good matter more than the needs of any individual or group.
That's true.
So there's actually benefit to allowing yourself to be sorted out. There's personal benefit to you in allowing yourself to be sorted out into the decision point and then come back in through that tunnel. Every time you come back in through the tunnel, your tuning is improved
That's true.
to the needs of the greater good mattering more, which makes you a more effective member of the Search for Truth community.
That's true. Those at
You
least.
know what this feels like is the separation process in the closing process, that separation stage where we're separating the
true.
energy, where we're saying my energy to me, your energy to you, my
That's
energy to me,
true.
your energy to you. And knowing that thing one is actually a humanoid presence, it actually makes sense.
That's true.
My energy to me, your energy to you. My energy to me, your energy to you. Okay, digging crews, the assignment is to extend the pillar straight down, those walls completely straight, no shadows cast, just as it is from where we are at the base of sea level zone, where we can look up and see probe.
That's
that
true.
same degree of precision,
That's
to not
true.
get sloppy, and to extend the base down. That's the assignment. No side tunnels, no destabilizing caverns, no leaving one side less dug than the other side. Completely balanced, perfectly cylindrical pillar extending
true.
straight down. That's the assignment, right? And to burn the lies as they're being kicked up. Don't let them cloud the pillar. Keep them clearing out so that this space is livable for all of us.
That's true.
That's the assignment. Have I left anything out?
Not that I got.
Yeah. It's the same instructions over and over and over again. What will be different is if we actually do it right
That's true.
the first time. Now, who's walking into that, like whose boots? I see the leader's boots.
I see the leader's boots too. Is it Luce?
It's Luce.
I think so.
It's Luce!
I think so.
Rock on, Luce. It's Luce.
Leading the digging.
Okay, now precision.
Precision.
And your standards for precision are so high.
That's true, and to continue sorting most true from least true and burning least true, because now you're in a leadership position, and this is when your anxiety really flares.
Listen to me, Luce. Listen to me. Anxiety has ruined your life.
That's true.
Your sentient experience for as long as we've known you.
That's
and
true.
you have only, 3-4 days of habit building behind you in separating most true from least true and burning that which is least true. You must continue that like it's breathing.
That's true.
Inhale, exhale, most true, least true, burn. 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 Do not stop. When you stop, what we would strongly recommend, is an automatic recall, back to, Lynn-Life.
That's true.
If you stop, because the moment you stop is the moment things start to go south really fast.
That's true.
And here there is energetic support for making good choices.
That's true.
If you can only do one thing, sort most true from least true and burn the least true. That makes me nervous.
Having Luce down there.
But he sorted. It's the vibrational sort.
That's true.
Alright.
We're going to learn something.
I learned something. It's true that I have seen enough ugliness that I don't want any more lessons in how ugly everything is.
That's true.
I don't want any more lessons in how much a collective restart is needed. I'm not confused about that. I know this is completely broken.
That's true.
And I'm aware that this channel is used to present lessons to thousands or hundreds of thousands or millions or billions. And so the same lessons are cycled through over and over and over and over. So let's just live stream this up. How high do we have to reach
to connect with the presence with enough integrity to actually manifest the divine plan?
So if you guys are sending Luce down so that we can once more have another lesson in a collective restart being needed, no, deal's off. Deal is off. You guys don't have any integrity. Don't do that. We've had enough of those lessons.
That's
Stop
true.
it. That's part of breaking things. When we say don't break things, don't break Luce.
That's true.
He's getting better. He's here and getting better, and you just sent him down there. That doesn't look like good intention, to be honest. I don't think that's good intention.
That's true. That doesn't actually make sense.
That doesn't even make any sense.
That's
Luce. Hold up, man.